Tonight I'd like to speak about the history of black nurses in America. I've decided to call this the color of nursing. My parents have said that they've known since I was about 5 years old that I was going to be a nurse. They said I used to carry bandages in my pocket onto the playground just in case someone got hurt. I can remember watching reruns of the sitcom Julia, starring Diane Carroll, on television and thinking that she looked so beautiful and so regal in her white nurse's uniform. She looked confident, she looked smart, and I wanted to be just like her because she looked like me. However, the only nurses I had ever seen or heard about outside of that one fictional character didn't look like me. The character Julia was a young black woman, and all the nurses I had ever seen up until that point had been white women. The healthcare workers that I had encountered had been either aides or ancillary staff like housekeepers and kitchen staff if they were black women. Nevertheless, I worked to achieve my dream. After I became an LPN, I became a member of a few nursing organizations. 2 of them are exclusive to black nurses and are committed to the mentoring and support of black nursing professionals and the promotion of continuing education and the breaking of racial barriers in the workplace. I was thrilled to find out that there are hundreds of thousands of black nurses in the United States alone, and we have been around longer than this country has existed. The only typical sentence found in nursing history texts, as noted by Lurleen Hicks, was that Mary Mahoney was the first trained black nurse in America, having graduated at New England Hospital for Women and Children in 1879. All nursing history texts refer to Florence Nightingale as the founder of modern nursing. However, they omit the fact that Mary Seacole Grant nursed right alongside her. Black women began being utilized on plantations during slavery as informally trained nurses. Many slaves carried on traditional medicinal practices as passed on from their African ancestors. The herbal remedies that they used to take care of themselves to avoid punishment for falling ill and being unable to perform to maximum productivity were found to be effective. And slave owners began to call upon their slaves at times for care when doctors were unable to visit the plantations for sometimes weeks or months at a time. Former slaves like Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman both cared for soldiers during the Civil War, treating wounds and dysentery, and they helped bring comfort and order to places of horror, which is the only way to describe Civil War battlefields and hospitals, as noted by Miss Elizabeth Hannock. They became unofficial nurses in a way. Now, Miss Mahoney broke a barrier to education for black nurses. History books refer to the University of Minnesota as having first established the very first nursing program in 1909 in a university setting. However, Howard University, a historically black university, first started their nursing program 16 years prior to this in 1893. This was also noted by Ms. Lurleen Hicks. Formally trained black nurses have become commonplace today, with Estelle Massey Osborne becoming the first black woman to earn her master's degree in nursing. We have become organized and worked to eliminate prejudices and barriers in the workplace, with Betty Smith Williams co-founding the National Black Nurses Association. I have been a nurse for 13 years now, and the road to success has not been easy, but I have definitely seen changes in how black nurses are received in the workplace. There is expanding confidence in our clinical skills within the nursing community. My own personal goals include graduating with my associate's degree in nursing and immediately entering the online bachelor's program at Chamberlain College of Nursing and continuing into their Master's of Nursing nurse practitioner program. The women that came before me gave me hope, and their work will not be in vain. One of the proudest moments of my life was becoming a part of our history by taking my practical nursing oath with my fellow graduates. My hopes for the future of black American nurses is for all of us, no matter what walk of life or where we have to begin our nursing journey, to strive to be heard and to make our contributions recognized in the American nursing community. Thank you for your time.